What is going on, everybody? My name is Chris, aka RoboPack92, and you were watching the Shared Screens podcast, the podcast that we made specifically so we could have time to talk to each other as friends, because we're all so goddamn busy that we have no time to even speak to each other anymore. My name is Chris. Joining me today are Austin and Alec. How are you boys doing tonight?
Hello. I'm great.
Doing good.
Fantastic.
That's good to hear. Before we get into it, hey, if you don't follow, what the fuck, man? Hit the button.
That's pretty rude.
Press the
Ring
bell.
the
It's like
Ring the
it's
bell.
so rude of you to come in here and not even follow. Like, how dare you? You know, how dare you?
It's just a button
Hit
click.
that button to
It's just
think
a
of
button.
and go back to your room and think about what you did wrong and how you can fix it. And while you're doing that, be sure to listen to this podcast because we love you. And I'm sorry I yelled at you. Thank you so much for being here. Al, you said you had something you want to talk about today. What's up? What's on your mind, bro?
So I just beat Starfield over the weekend, and we're recording this on the 18th. For the first time, yes.
Yeah.
Rolled credits, and I was about 60 hours in. But you know, we have podcasts on that. We're gonna have another like late game discussion next week. I'm here to talk about that feeling after you beat a long RPG or even a couple RPGs. Like I made it through about Act 1 in Baldur's Gate. Then I had the review for Bati Biteland Overclocked. So I did that.
It's a mouthful.
It really is. So go check that review out on the channel, and then jumped right into Starfield. So it's one of those like just two big RPGs in a row, and I beat that. And it was really one of those moments like I finished watching the Lions game, and I'm just sat there like, what do I play? Like my brain's just like, I'm so tired of RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
But like
you were the fish in the bags at the end of Finding Nemo, just like, now what?
Yeah, exactly. Like, but just you guys, that feeling I'm talking about though. You just finished this huge game, and then you're just sitting there like, what now?
What now? Yeah,
I think that highly depends on the quality of the game. Like the first time I rolled credits on Fallout 3, I'm like, I'm doing this shit again.
Running it back.
I'm running it back right now. Also, that's a different time. I'm in high school. I have all the time in the world. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
So there are different parameters to that even. But I do feel like it definitely depends on the quality of the title. But yeah, there are times where like I beat a lengthy RPG, and it's not that I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to do anything. And I purposefully don't want to play a game. I'll be like, just let me lay down and watch something. Like I don't want to interact in that way.
Exactly what I did, because I didn't watch any more football just because the only other game I could get at the time after the 1 o'clock slate of games was Jets and Cowboys. It's like, no, thank you.
We know how that one's gonna go.
Exactly. So then I actually started up because there's a new series on Dimension 20 or Dropout, I guess, that or just finished up this past week. So all the episodes were out. So I actually just started watching those. It's called Mentopolis. It's kind of a, not really D&D, but it's another tabletop RPG that uses some different format. I'm not exactly sure what it is. But it was just one of those, like, just, Brendan Lee Mulligan, if anybody knows D&D stuff, like, dude is just a master story crafter.
Oh, cool.
And
one of the best like improv comedians I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
and
dude can bring it.
This show it brought on a couple guests. I mean, it has some of the core like college humor people, like what's his name? Brendan Lee, because he's the game master. That has Mike Trapp, which is the guy from Actually. But then the two guests they brought on are Freddie Wong and Hank Green.
Oh no, it's awesome!
Wow,
that's
no
incredible.
Shit.
Dude, it is hilarious because just you obviously have the improv group that is from College Humor that just all kind of have gels with each other and is just great at improv. But then you put Freddie Wong, whose character name is Dan Fucks.
Yes,
hell
yeah, yeah, I'm into this.
Yeah, and the story is actually really interesting. The premise is basically like they're inside of the brain and they're all like kind of different like characteristics. So
like inside
one of the characters is essentially, yeah, like one of the characters is her name is Imelda Pulse or Impulse. There's a lot of puns.
All right.
Or one other one is Anastasia Tension or Attention.
Okay. Gotcha.
But it's just one of those, like you said, like you just sometimes just after you beat a long game like that, you just want to sit down and watch something. I literally lay down on the couch and watch an episode and a half of that because, I mean, they're like hour and a half to 2 hour long episodes.
Damn.
So
it makes sense. It's I know I like that you mentioned too that it's like I played through Act 1 of Baldur's Gate and then I played a bunch of Starfield. Act 1 on its own in Baldur's Gate is a solid like 30-hour RPG.
Exactly.
Act 1 of Baldur's Gate is a whole ass AAA game.
As I moved from that into like a nice little palate cleanser of like a nice 4 to 5 hour platformer.
Oh yeah,
and then another 60 hours into Starfield, which is another deep RPG.
They're so funny. So we talked about it a bit like pre-show before we turned the recording on because I came in a little hot. Starfield hasn't been gelling with me.
Do you want to say why you came in a little hot?
Yeah, because Starfield's menus blow and they make me not want to play this stupid fucking game. Anyway. Anyway, so because Starfield like hasn't quite hit the way that I wanted it to, because that Starfield Direct, like that was like the one thing that got me hype. I remember like not feeling it before the Direct happened, and I went, oh shit, this looks really cool. And then I sat down with it, and I got like 12-13 hours into it. I'm just like, not for me. Maybe I'll come back to it later. Upgrade my PC and mod it, and that might help or something. Sure. So I've been kind of like in the opposite to where it's like I haven't been able to finish anything. I would like to play a game, and trying to figure out what game that is I've spent the last like 2 weeks like really bouncing around a lot.
I hate
that. It's been kind of nice. So tonight I literally I've got like 5 fucking different save files in Baldur's Gate, and so I was playing my solo one tonight. I've chipped away at multiplayer ones with my wife and then my brothers. All of them are in Act 1. There goes Austin, and now he's back. Yay!
All right, my Wi-Fi just kicked off and on. I don't know what to tell you.
It's all good. I'm poor, and so I'm waiting until this weekend to pick up Mortal Kombat 1. So I haven't been able to delve into that yet. I'm very excited about it though, and I will be playing it this weekend. Didn't pick up the early access for it, but then on Game Pass I started playing Sea of Stars. A buddy of mine recommended it to me, and he's like, he was like, the way he described it is like, imagine if Super Mario RPG and Chrono Trigger had a baby, and I was like, cool, I'm in.
Yeah, and it's in the world of the Messenger, which is like, wait, what?
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah,
you know that there's a game a few years ago called The Messenger.
No,
it was like that Ninja Gaiden game. Real 8-bit and 16-bit. It was real cool. It was a real good game.
Most like 8-bit or 16-bit games tend to get, if it's 8-bit or 16-bit, I tend to not play them usually these days. It's just it's one of those things that like it's got to be pretty good to get me into it. And yeah, fucking Sea of Stars is just shit smacks, dude.
It looks so good.
It's really really good. The writing's really fun. I assume that must mean the world of the Messenger is really cool. I haven't played it or know anything about it, but Sea of Stars is cool. But the combat is it's like
Austin again.
I think Austin's gone again. Yeah, we'll see if he comes back or not. The combat is similar to RPG to where it's like Mario RPG to where you get bonuses for timing like button presses with attacking and defending.
Yeah,
and like your spells all have like different effects depending on like when you press buttons and stuff too. But there's also like this really cool like positional thing. You can tell when enemies are about to cast spells, and if you hit them with the right kinds of attack like so many times, you can break their spell like before it happens. Like Chrono Trigger, there's combo attacks with your party members and that sort of thing. It's really fun. It's on Game Pass. It was one of those things where I was like, I really wanted a game. My buddy was like, just play Sea of Stars. I know you like Chrono Trigger. You like old school, like JRPGs like that. I was like, yeah, I do. And Sea of Stars is really fun.
I'm hoping
I did my best to vamp throughout that. We can see you, Austin. I don't know if it helps.
I don't know what's happening with my Wi-Fi. It keeps kicking off and on. So.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Internet it's always good.
And I know if I go,
did I tell you guys? I figured out the problem with my internet.
Ooh.
Go on. I might hear it. Who knows?
I haven't. It hasn't been fixed yet, but it's been diagnosed. Had a buddy of mine come in who works in like electronic installs and that sort of thing, right? And does a lot of like
Always a good friend to
sound system, internet, like whatever. And so I told him I've been having issues, despite like I have for backstory. I'm on a community internet setup, but it's still individual connections per apartment. I have really good internet speeds, but I suffer from lots and lots of packet loss, which made things like streaming impossible. And if multiple people are streaming things, it makes multiplayer games hard, like that sort of thing, right? And so I complained enough about that to where, yeah, buddy of mine was like, well, let me come in and take a look. Let me just see if I can't like diagnose it and figure it out, because I tried like repeaters, it didn't work. I tried boosting signal in spots, it didn't work. Welcome back, Austin. And so he comes in one day and I was like, hey, so like it's this community thing, routers like up in the ceiling in one of the closets. And he goes, cool, I'll go take a look at it. And takes his flashlight, he looks up, he looks back down at me, and he goes, yeah, that's not your router. I went, what do you mean? He goes, that is your alarm for the apartment.
Oh.
And I went, huh. So what I discovered after talking to my sister-in-law who lives in the same complex was that when she moved in, because my buddy looked around like the entire apartment, and he goes, so you have one spot to connect, and that's to like hardwire in, and that's in the living room. When my sister-in-law moved in, she had a router plugged into that one spot that connects to the thing. Yeah, we don't have that router.
Oh, so somebody probably just took it when they moved.
So we do not have a router. I've been connecting to a server buildings away this whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's working.
And I'm currently speaking to you on said server. Again, it's a private connection. It is our connection. It's just the signal's all the way fucking way over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that would explain the packet loss.
just a little bit.
So, just so I can get this out before I disappear again, potentially. I moved recently, so the whole situation with the Wi-Fi and the router is still kind of makeshift. So it's just sitting. I'm on the top floor, router's on the bottom floor, and like literally in the basement. So like, and I could do a wired connection, but it would be like a mile-long connection, and I'm not doing that to my house and my wife.
I have some spare signal repeaters.
I have one too, but it won't like, because I connected it to an older router, and for some reason, when I factory reset it, it keeps looking for my old signal, and I'm like, I don't know what to do about you, buddy. Like I can't fix you.
See, when I was still living with my parents, I bought one of those like gigantic long Ethernet cords to go from where the router was. I routed it down through the basement and back up into my room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I've done that.
Yeah, I can do that, but like
cable like in the corners. Like, I'm getting there.
Well, because I did it through the basement, so it was up in the ceiling.
I had to go like through the ceiling and shit. Yeah,
and I don't own the house, or I would just make a hole somewhere. But
fair point.
Can't.
That's fair.
But here we are. So
That's
I might
fair.
disappear again. Hello.
I do like your Turtles arcade cabinet though.
Yeah, can you actually like make out what's on it? Probably not.
I can see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Can you? Is that on the bottom?
I can see the logo for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's
you can see a city.
That's one of the 1-up arcade machines, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you going to install a Raspberry Pi in there and have like a million? Oh, come on, dude. That's the reason you get them.
I'm not touching it. I have all the games I need. If I could do it just to get the Simpsons arcade, because Simpsons arcade is also really, really good.
Especially because you got the Turtles, you got the 4-player one. You got you have all of arcades are open to you now. You could play anything
X-Men.
on that machine.
I have Turtles in Time, and that's all I need. That's like one of the best.
Fair point.
Favorites.
Fair point.
X-Men, good call. Yeah, X-Men's probably my favorite like side-scrolling beat 'em up.
I'm still shocked that Simpsons. Have you played the Simpsons one? Because it's like surprisingly good. It's basically Turtles reskinned, and it's like really, really good. Like Marge
Simpsons,
with her hair
Simpsons
has like
classic.
Has like the reach. I'm like, I'm playing Marge, baby.
Since we're on the topic of arcade games, my favorite was always Star Wars Trilogy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. The one with the the fly stick, right? Where you get like the game where you're like dueling against
lightsabers and you had to block, but then when you go to the arcade, that the joystick was a little broken, and you try to go to block and you'd always lose.
Oh yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
work.
My
But
dad
you
liked
got to
like
do the like the speeder chasing on an
It
indoor and
was
stuff too. Like,
the
yeah,
Death Star run from episode 4. It was
yeah,
Battle of Hoth, and then the Endor speeder bike.
yeah, yeah. The shit was awesome.
My
Star Wars
dad-
And
Arcade
you
was
could
really good.
fight Boba Fett in Return of the Jedi, and then Darth Vader at the end.
My dad, someone who
It's
doesn't
awesome.
play like video games or arcade cabinets that much, he likes the light gun games, and he likes.
Oh
is
yeah,
it,
Ooh,
is it House
Time
of the Dead?
Crisis.
Is that what
House
it's
of the
called?
Dead,
House of the Dead.
He
Yeah.
loves House of the
Time
Dead.
Crisis is another one.
We'll
'Cause you
go
get a title
into-
with that one.
We'll go into a
Mhm.
bar, and he's just like looking. He's like, "Does it have the gun game?
Hey, yo,
where's
they
the,
got-
where's it got it? Where's that? Where's it hiding?" And he's like surprisingly good. Like he's pretty damn good. Like I've seen him stay on
I
that
remember
thing for
playing
like
Area
45 minutes.
51. That
Like
was
45
another
minutes.
one.
Yeah, but yeah. He
There's a
likes
Halo
those.
one that I haven't been able to find that I really want to play.
Ooh.
I tried it. I think. Well, I tried a Halo. I'm not gonna say I tried it. I tried a Halo one, and it was not great.
It's called Fire Team Osiris. It was that was actually like the. Do you remember Alec, like the 4 like ODST sets of armor that they added to Halo 3 in MCC?
Oh yeah.
That's Fire Team Osiris. Like they released that as
okay.
like cross promotion for their new arcade game. Yeah,
Awesome.
The Halo one I did, you had to stand. Like you had to stay
I
standing.
think that's the one.
Maybe I did play it. Maybe it wasn't working. It was. It was
That's-
bad.
Either way, I have to. It'll probably be bad. I have to play it just because it's
Right.
a Halo
I have-
game.
I have to
I can't. I
experience.
I've played every other Halo game that exists.
Sure.
I have to play this one.
I got you.
So, and I mean it. Everyone that exists except for that one.
Shout out to the Mario Kart arcade game. We had to take
Yeah,
a
that was
little
fun
picture.
too. I played that semi recently.
I've played that one. Yeah,
Sister-in-law.
That's
got
Pac-Man in it
married.
for whatever reason.
for some reason, because it's a Namco machine.
Oh,
probably-
that
Namco makes the
sense
arcade
then.
cabinet. Yeah,
Yep. It's like, hey,
What
let's
was-
just all these Nintendo characters and Pac-Man.
and Pac-Man.
I always had this soft spot for. Sorry, I don't know if you heard that. There's a dog.
Oh
truck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Tron light bike, like the really old
Ooh,
one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
old
yeah,
school
yeah.
one,
It's kind of like you're looking down at a table. You know what I'm talking about? Is that
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of? Yeah.
It's
Like,
literally just called Tron.
Yeah.
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 It's not like the normal arcade cabinet. It's like a modified one, like a table
Mhm.
essentially. Yeah, that was fun.
So we out in Columbus, we've got, and I even took Al to one
Very
of them.
good
We have
one.
a bunch of barcades out
Mhm.
here. Like it is very very much the thing. The one that I'm referring to is called 16-bit. That shit slaps. It's super awesome. So yeah, since we're on this point, and it's been a little while since I've been, I really want to get to like back out to the barcade. Like hit me. Well, like what are just some of your favorite in general, like old school arcade games, man?
I mean,
Like,
shout out
we
to
hit
Galaga.
Turtles, we hit Tron, right? Like Simpsons, of course, X-Men, all of those. Galaga, yes, dude, love me some Galaga,
Galaga.
man.
Yeah, that's always a good one. That's always one that my mom and I like always take turns because that was her favorite arcade game growing up. So
Ooh. My mom's
one of
was
those shared
Centipede.
bonding experiences. Oh, excuse me.
My mom's was Centipede, and
Oh right.
which was so great because like Sega didn't like have a ton of like arcade games, right? But Centipede was a big one, and so I remember like growing up, like always trying to get her to play it like on the Xbox or on the Dreamcast and those sorts of things. But she's like, no, I need the wheel. I gotta do it with the wheel.
Ooh, Golden Tee,
I
the
don't know what
golf
that is.
one. They roll the ball. You said the ball. That made me think of.
Oh
Golden Tee.
yes,
golf
yeah.
one.
Where it's literally like the ball and you like Golden Tee's rad. Golden Tee's rad. NFL Blitz. Anybody?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
I mean,
was
I
the-
beat you when we were there, so
He did. Yeah, that's very
Mhm.
true.
I'm just blanking on the name. I'm gonna get so much shit for
We'll
this.
we'll
The
blame it on the '90s Chiefs. You know,
the basketball one. Jam, NBA Jam.
NBA
NBA Jam.
yeah.
That was good. I always liked that one.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's on
I mean,
fire.
I mean, we've gone a while, but DDR.
Oh,
Ooh, I haven't played DDR in years. I
suck
don't
at
know
that.
if we
I am
have one.
so bad at that.
Oh, I'm bad
was-
at it too. But
It's
I was
just
never good at it.
laughable.
One of our barcades though has an arcade version of Guitar Hero 3,
yes,
Whoa, that's
which I kill on. That
Oh,
I
same.
can play.
That's cool.
Guitar Hero 3 was like the game I played on Wii. Like I played that so
Oh, yeah.
much.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had it on 360, and then after I moved out of my parents' place, like my buddy picked it up for the Wii, and this was also at a point to where I played a lot of like competitive Melee. So we had this giant CRT TV in our living room, and so yeah, we hooked the Wii up to the CRT. You know, you don't want any of that input lag. And,
Of course,
I mean, obviously, right? You just crank Guitar Hero 3. Did y'all see? I retweeted this thing earlier today where somebody was like, "I have this tattoo. People think it looks dumb, but every time they ask me about it, it means I get to talk about you." And it shows the image. And what this woman got is like on her thigh, it's the angel with the guitar, and it says loading over. She got part of the loading screen from Guitar Hero 3 tattooed on her thigh, and it's so fucking awesome. It looks so good, and I'm sitting there, and I was just like, Guitar Hero, my beloved.
Right? Like, shout out to that cover of Devil Went Down to Georgia that you played for the final boss.
Yeah. Really hard.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to pull a 180 on anything, but you said you brought up tattoos, and I've been toying with the idea of getting another tattoo just to make it symmetrical, because I have this one here, but I don't have anything here, so I just want like one more to like make it
get
like
the same
even.
flower on the other side.
But I'm toying with a few, and the two I have are Dragon Ball inspired, and
yes,
the one
answer is yes.
The one I have is I really like Master Roshi, so I wanted to get like the Kame house. Was like on his little island, put that right there. Like, and
I'm not kidding. I've been planning on getting the same thing.
No shit, that's awesome.
For real, dude. I'm gonna put it on my leg, bro.
That's awesome. And then I might do both of these because they're both like Dragon Ball related. I want to get the. I'll be happy if you understand this reference. The word hope with 2 exclamation points, in the handwriting of Bulma. Because that's what she writes on the time machine.
Yep. It took a second, but yep.
Yeah, and I've thought about that, and it would go with the theme of my other tattoo pretty well. And I don't know, but I've been toying with those ideas. But there's a really dope Kame House design I found, and I'm like, yeah, that would look pretty sick. And if I want something more simple, because I like simplicity with my tattoos, so I might just get the hope one somewhere else. But yeah. So that's what I'm toying with. Those are my ideas.
Yeah, it's so funny. I've wanted to do like the Kame House like above my knee, like for a really long time. Like I think that'd be really
that's really
fun.
cool.
I think that'd be really dope.
We did not talk about this beforehand. Like this is
no,
happened, right?
No,
no, that happened, and I've always wanted. I've struggled to figure out like a good like Dragon Ball tattoo that I would want to get, because I want to get something. Like I love me some Dragon Ball Z.
I like making it subtle though. Like I want it to be inspired, but I want it to be subtle.
Like one of those things.
That's just a me thing.
I'll let you guys in on some of the tattoos that I got coming next. Like, there's a big Disney fan. I'm gonna get like the and it's hard to find like a decent looking like Disney tattoo that doesn't like not match the aesthetic of everything else that I have. Right, and I've always loved the. Like I don't really give a shit about the Snow White movie, but I've always loved the imagery of the poison apple where it's like the green like skull like dripping off of that. So I'm gonna get that right here because Disney's like really big cool for me and Bernie, right?
I like that.
I've got I'm gonna get the artwork of an album that came out on the day of my wedding, like on my arm too, which would be really really fun. I've been trying to figure out where I can put. I think I'm gonna do the broken blade of Narsil on my arm here as well.
What is that?
From the Aragorn sword from the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I know
the blade that was broken. Yeah.
Yep. I had a feeling it was something Lord of the Rings related with that kind of name.
I can picture that good looking man. You know, that's all I got.
Oh, yeah. I'm also going to do the Pirates of the Caribbean because that's a really big thing with Brittany and I. Like the part of the medallion like on my hand, like further down there. I think
not even a jar of dirt.
The jar of dirt would be really fun. Knuckles I've been playing around with. I'm gonna get the Hadoken input on this hand here. The down corner forward punch. I think that'd be really fun.
Good. That's really good. I like that a lot. And I
don't know what to put on the other side though.
I heard that finger tattoos are either surprisingly super painful or you barely feel them at all. Like there's no in between for those.
In my case, it's gonna be super painful.
Yeah.
all of my tattoos have hurt. I have a really low pain tolerance.
I'm a bitch.
I'll do it, but it'll hurt.
I've told the story before, but when I got my tattoos of these guys, when they got like more towards the inside, it hurt a little bit more because like it's more sensitive there.
Yep.
But the lady that was the artist that was doing it on me, she was really attractive. So she's like, "Are you okay, or does this hurt?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm good. Like, no problem." And then she'd look away, and I'd be like, "Fuck!" Like I was like internally, I'm like, "What up?" But then she'd turn around, I'm like, "What's up?" What are you doing? Yeah, I'm good.
When we got through like all of like this bit here.
Mhm.
And then this bit down here, I had to take breaks. Like I had to be like, I'd be like, give me 5 minutes, give me 5. Like I got up and I'm like sweating all down through the.
Did you get dizzy?
I never got dizzy.
I got dizzy, and I was sitting down. I didn't move, but I was just like, she's like, "You want to get up and move around?" I'm like, "I don't think I can."
I never got dizzy, but it does kind of feel like somebody's tattooing a sunburn straight into your skin.
Yes,
like
that's tattoos. How I always try to explain them is like, if you have a really bad sunburn and someone's just going,
yeah,
over and over again. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. It's like if somebody scratched us like a really painful sunburn. Like
I will also say this: you get really warm, and once they're on a certain spot for a while, you do kind of get used to it. But then, as soon as you think you're like, "Oh, this is fine," they find a new spot, and you're like, "Ah,
oh yeah,
ah shit."
Yep.
But
the moment you get used to it, they move on, and I'm just like, ah!
There'll be a couple minutes where you're like, "I'm pretty tough. This is pretty good," and then they just move on. You're like, "Ah, fuck, I'm a bitch."
And then
this sucks.
And you're like, "Nope, this sucks, and I hate everything." Yeah. But
But
then like you walk out. Still in pain, still hurting,
but
you walk out and you get in your car, you're driving down, and you're like, okay, so for my next one,
exactly, 100%.
Like when I come back in 2 months, absolutely, yeah. When I come back in 2 months, this is what I'm gonna get. It's how it goes, man. I don't know how else to describe it. You do run hot though. It's like like the area is burned, and I already run hot. Like I'm Brittany started calling me Karlak.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
I got that infernal engine in my chest.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, like every time I've gotten a tattoo, like I get up off the chair and it's just sweat, just all over them. Like I just sweat like a motherfucker, dude.
It don't feel bad because they're used to it. They're like,
oh
yeah,
no, but I just get out there and I'm like, I feel disgusting.
The worst thing is sleeping the first night. Isn't that like it hurts, but it's not that bad. It's the next night sleeping that is the fucking worst time of your life. Or like taking a shower. You're like,
I was just saying, it's the shower. It's the shower after that kills it for me. And like, obviously my other two are small and we're fine, but taking a shower after getting the big boy, that hurt, man. Especially because like they want you, they tell you it's like you're gonna go home, you're gonna get in the shower, you're gonna clean it, right? Like that's what you do after in the first like half hour if possible. And so unfortunately, cleaning it, of course, means taking a bunch of soap and rubbing it into the giant open wound on your arm that is sore and pain. And you know, they've been sitting there with a needle in your arm for 2 hours, and like it's just so painful.
But then once it heals, it looks so good, and you're like, "This is the coolest thing. I'm getting another one tomorrow."
Yeah, I'd go back right now, dude. I'd go back right now if I could.
I'm not one for tattoos personally, but would either of you guys ever think about getting the Shared Screens logo tattoo?
Oh yeah.
I'm
getting a Rumble Pack one day for sure.
I don't know where, because I have this obsession with being symmetrical. Like it's gonna drive me nuts. Like as soon as I get that one full, I'll be like, I'm either done forever, or if I get one, I have to get two. So that's just how I'm gonna be.
There's a word for the style that I'm going for. It's like most like the actual like art style of like all the ones that I pulled up is like that American traditional, but it's not like a sleeve, like one like coherent. Patchwork tattoos, I think they call it. Like there's like a term for it. To where it's literally it's like I'm not going to be symmetrical at all, and literally it's just going to be like a collection of a bunch of tattoos like all up and down my arms. Like, I don't know.
I think those look good too once they're finished.
Which is also why I don't have a lot of them yet, because like one, they're expensive, and two, it's like I don't want to get one or two and then just be sitting there with like too much space. Exactly. Like, I don't mind where it is right now, but once I start getting more, I'm like I got to get the rest of it.
100%.
So I'm trying to get to the point where like I can knock all of it out in a couple sessions. Like that's the goal. Is so that way I could just walk out of there after a week or two and have my left arm done, and then I can start worrying about the right arm and
So then
chest.
your
and
left arm's
neck
just gonna be dead for like a
and
week.
back and legs.
No, don't do it.
So I'm all over, baby. Head
Forehead.
to toe. Head to I don't know that I would ever get a face tattoo. As much as I love Post Malone, I don't know that I could do a face tattoo.
I don't think the closest I'm getting is like my neck. Like that.
If I
can
go
see me...
bald, I'll get a
Sure,
face tattoo.
no, on top of your head.
Yeah, no, because I'm gonna do like the back of the neck.
You'll
behind the
tattoo
ears.
hair on top of your head.
I'll even I'm even thinking about like doing some stuff like through here where I usually get like the undercut. Because it'd be cool to like shave that, have the hair, have the tattoo. I think that'd be really sick.
I was.
But if I go bald, I'm tattooing the whole head.
That makes
Fuck
sense.
it.
I was
the no
this
regrets tattoo.
I think you guys understand Naruto enough. You understand.
I've watched
enough
all of it.
Naruto. Oh, okay, cool. I was literally like 99% into getting the curse mark tattoo on my neck. Like when I went to get these done, I originally
that'd be kind of sick though.
Walked in the first time to make the appointment for the curse mark, and I was talking to him about it, and I had a few other ideas, and then I told him the inspiration of these tattoos. Like we should start with those. That means something. Let's go with these ones, and so I did that, and I haven't got the curse mark, but I was about to get it. Like I was
curse mark would have
right
been
there.
sick.
Yeah. But
I hadn't thought about a Naruto one. A Naruto one would be really cool though.
Be really cool.
Like outside of like the obviously of just doing like one of like the village logos or whatever.
Mhm.
But I think I hadn't thought about the curse logo. That'd be fucking sick.
I think someone I know got the Rasengan on their palm. I don't know them very well,
That's
but like
dope.
I've seen it.
cool.
Someone like I know someone who knows someone who knows someone, and I saw him one time at like in college or something, and he had it on his palm, and I was like, "That's really fucking cool." We're friends.
I could see like as like a little goofy one, like maybe get like Naruto's like what's it called, like the Ichigo ramen or whatever.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of the ramen?
It's not Ichigo, but it is Ichiraku.
Ichiraku, maybe that sounds. Yeah. Ichiraku, that was it.
You know his real dad, ramen guy.
Ramen guy.
Yeah.
I found the
does he have a
official
name?
Naruto Ichiraku ramen.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Did I tell you guys about
a
this?
picture of that? Yeah,
Is it actually
I did post it on Twitter. So we've got this crazy fucking world market store out in Cincinnati called Jungle Gyms.
cool?
If y'all saw like the haunted like Campbell's soup can that I posted a little while back that stares directly into your soul, that's from Jungle Gyms. That's part of it. It's, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just fucking. It's unhinged. It's an unhinged store. I don't know how else to like go look it up on TikTok. I can't words can't describe it. But in this world market, yeah, they had it's like they literally have a section called World of Ramen, and it's like 2 aisles of just ramen from everywhere, like imported from all over the place. And so I was like, yeah, I got to go see it. I got to go. I love ramen. And I was walking through it, and I saw one with Naruto on the package, and I went, oh shit, they got Naruto on this. And I picked it up. Whole thing's in Japanese. Turns out that's the Naruto like Ichiraku ramen.
Oh wow!
So I bought it. I bought it. Came home. I when I posted the photo, I had it for the first time the other night. Really fucking good.
Naruto knows his ramen, all right?
Really good, dude. Really good. They got like cabbage and carrots and stuff up in like the base and everything. Like I think next time I do it, I'm gonna soft boil an egg and maybe even like fry some spam or something too.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Because it was the actual like the soup base that's included with the official like Ichiraku ramen, really good. Yeah, really good.
Does not surprise me.
You just need more stuff, right? Like I just need more stuff to add to it. But yeah, I think you can find it like online. I think you can find it online or whatever too. Like it's really tasty.
A friend of mine puts like, I don't know how much, but some brown sugar in there too, and then an egg, and then something else, and then a little bit of cayenne pepper, and then added veggies. Yeah, you can do so many. Ramen is so versatile.
So one of my favorite YouTube channels is a channel called You Suck at Cooking.
Is it because you suck at cooking?
It's actually like how to where it makes like it's simple recipes. Yeah, usually there's like multiple recipes per subject or whatever, right? and it's also extremely funny. I can't recommend it enough. It's very,
Okay.
very funny. It did an episode on ramen, and there was one of them where he's like, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but he's like, add peanut butter, and I went, okay, I'm on board. Because like and so what it's like I tried it a few times, really enjoyed it, and what happened is that was sort of the kickstart to like the current place that I make ramen at now, which is I wanted you to know the beginning, so because this is where I'm at now, and this is how
I gotta
now
follow
prepare.
the mental trail.
Exactly. So this is how I prepare my ramen now. Is I'll still do the like if you got a handful of stuff in the fridge and some packets of margarine ramen, you can make a great meal out of it. I'll soft boil an egg real quick. You know, you boil it 6 minutes, throw it out, throw it in an ice bath, done, easy. Soft boiling is not as hard as people might try and tell you. You start boiling the water. I always do 2 packets of ramen every time I eat mine. 1 packet of seasoning goes into the pot immediately. That boils. Once that starts boiling, throw both noodles in there. Wait for them to get cooked. While they're cooking, you got your seasoning already in there, whether it's beef or chicken, whatever. I'm a chicken kind of guy.
Same.
I'll add sriracha, right? Just hot sauce straight away. You can add like an egg in there, mix that in if you want to. Because I like to make my eggs on the side. I usually don't. Here's the thing: you take Thai peanut sauce, and mix some of that in there too while it's boiling. The Thai peanut sauce, because it's gonna have like most Thai sauces will have the like like the chili paste is like the red usually has a bunch of seeds in it and stuff. A lot of the Thai peanut sauces are also made with that same chili paste in it, so it's going to have it in it. It's going to give you a little kick. You're going to have the sriracha in there. You're going to get the chicken. You're going to get the peanutty from the peanut sauce. Thickens it up a bit, right? Mm. Broth noodles are done. Broth, noodle, egg. If you wanted to do spam or some kind of meat, yeah, you absolutely can. Throw all that in there. Fucking delicious, super easy. You can hold on to, sriracha and peanut sauce like forever. Mm-hmm. You know, like it takes years and years for that shit to expire. So if you ever just need like a last minute meal and all you got is some ramen in the house, there you go. Mm-hmm. Easy.
I always have ramen in the house.
I genuinely always have ramen in the house.
That's the one thing I always have.
Yeah. Speaking of easy meals, I actually, I've been trying to get, now I live by myself. I've been getting a little bit of cooking lately. So I actually found a website. It's called The Lazy Dish. And basically it's just like real simple, like recipes that you can do. But I found a recipe on there for this past weekend that I made, because I like to try to make things in bulk so I can take it for lunches during the week.
Yeah, meal prep.
And exactly, yeah. Yeah. So I found a cheesy tater tot casserole. Ugh. It was so easy. Like, you just brown up a pound of ground beef.
Yep.
You'd get a can of, or basically whatever veg you want. The recipe is called green beans, so I just use green beans.
Yep.
But you get a can of that, can of cream of mushroom soup. Just put that all over the ground beef and your casserole dish, and then just dump a bunch of cheese on it. Dump some frozen tater tots on it, and just throw in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes.
I'm so glad you said that too, because something that my mother-in-law makes me for my birthday every year, which I'm very, very excited because it's next week, is a tater tot casserole. Like, I devour that shit like for honestly, and I'm so excited to eat it again.
I'm surprised. Like, somebody for me, like I'm always surprised with like, oh hey, I cooked this and it actually turned out well.
Right.
Yeah. So, because I'm just always used to they're not always, but like I'm used to just throwing something in the air fryer quick, because the thing with living by yourself is that they never make things for just one person. So that's why I'm always like, oh yeah, just throw some frozen meal in the oven or microwave or whatever. Right. Just because I can never go through things quick enough.
Yeah. Also, tater tot casserole, like it's a hilariously Midwestern thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love tater tot casserole.
Aggressively Midwestern.
Like, you even said on the website of just like, if you want just the coziest of like comfort foods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comfort. Yeah.
Tater tot casserole is one of those things where, like, as a child, I hated that shit, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
It has everything you like.
And then one day in, like, I think it was middle school, like 7th or 8th grade, I ate it. Like, begrudgingly, and I was like, you know what, this shit slaps. This shit's like, really good. Oh, yeah. Why did I hate this? And now whenever I get it, it's a treat.
There's a fantastic comic in Calvin and Hobbes where like Calvin eats a bite, like flips out. He's like, it's horrible. Oh my God, you're trying to kill me. And his mom's like, this is hamburger casserole. There's nothing in here you don't like. And he's like, this is hamburger? I'm like,
Pavlov herself. Or
like, wait a minute. I'm kind of at a midway point where it's like, I'm trying to cook more. Brittany still does a lot of it because she's really, really good at it. But I've been trying to expand my horizons. But Brittany and I took a cooking class for her birthday last month. Actually, we learned how to make ratatouille, which was really fun.
You learned how to make a rat? No,
we
cooked. Watch the movie.
We cooked a rat patootie.
Remy.
We killed him, bro. He's dead.
Fuck that rat.
Before he died, he said,
just like Stuart Littlewood, right? Wasn't that
I was about to say, but I was literally about to say before he died, he's like, I could still kick Stuart Little's ass.
He could.
Oh, I ruined it.
He could, dude. Remy would kick Stuart Little's ass. I will die on this hill.
No, I think I agreed with you. I think I was on that side. I think I said
yeah. On the correct side of on the correct side of history is where you are. Yes,
he grew up on the streets. That's Stuart Little.
He grew up on the streets, bro. He knows how to use knives and shit, man. Don't mess with him.
Oh man, he can also control humans
through your hair. You can, it's become a verb. You can get ratatouille.
Wait, really? Like, is it in the dictionary? Because that'd be great.
No, not like officially.
What's the one
but
from?
Like somebody made that fucking like AI Joe Rogan conversation with Ben Shapiro talking about the limitations of getting
everywhere
ratatouille.
or everywhere all at once.
With the rocks,
the raccoon.
Oh shit! Yeah, the raccoon.
I don't remember. I saw that movie. I've only seen it once. I don't remember
because instead of a rat, it was a raccoon.
It was a raccoon.
Oh right,
yeah.
when they're going through universes and stuff.
Yeah. I forgot about that. It was really good.
Raccoon or something like that.
Raccoon.
Yeah. Raccoon. Yes, raccoon.
Yeah, that was it. It was Raccoon. I forgot about that. What were we talking about? Cooking.
Doesn't he get brutally murdered or something?
I don't remember.
I think so.
I think something really bad happens.
I'm gonna have to watch it. It was a good movie though.
Something to do with running too. I feel like there's like people running for some reason. Maybe that's another world. It doesn't matter. It's been a minute since I saw this movie.
I saw it when it came out. Yeah, it's been a while.
But we were talking about cooking. And so I'm so stoked though because the weather in Ohio is finally starting to cool off. We've been bouncing between like high 50s and low 70s like every day, right? Which is really low 50s in the morning and the evening, like low 70s throughout the day. It's been really, really nice. I've been wearing pants. Right, got a hoodie on in the morning. It's perfect. I love that. It's my favorite. It's exactly where I want to be.
It's autumn weather, fall weather.
Hoodie in the morning or hoodie and shorts. Perfect.
Hoodie and shorts is dope. Especially like once you start hitting flannel weather, that's my shit, baby. That's my
like
shit,
coming up
baby.
in October.
I need to get my flannels.
And so, and you guys can probably appreciate this too as football fans. Of course, football season has arrived. What up? Something that my dad always did was he's got this like chili recipe that like the moment it starts getting like chilly enough outside for chili. Is that what they call it? That
no,
I don't think so. He busts out the Pack family recipe, Monday Night Football style chili. I've made it for the last few years. I've made my own adjustments to my dad's recipe and stuff. Right, I'm so excited and waiting for it to finally like cool off enough to justify making chili.
Like that nice like 50-degree high for the day.
Oh yeah, because of course my dad was like, oh yeah, I love to make this chili like to celebrate like the NFL season kickoff. But I mean, this was pre-global warming. So yeah, this is pre-climate change when it would get cool in September. So
I miss that like September weather of like the high 60s, low 70s.
Oh yeah,
it seems like we just, at least here in Michigan, we just go right from like the 80s, high 70s to just 40s. We don't get that nice like fall anymore.
It's like 2 weeks of fall and then 6 more months of winter.
Yep.
Which then immediately crashes into summer. Like the whiplash is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Generally, it gets so humid so fast, like near the end of winter, to where it's like by the time you get to end of winter, it's been so long that I'm sick of it and I want it to get hot. But then like it's hot,
not that hot
until mid-October.
Yep.
Like it's so annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Climate
fall
change
weather
sucks, dude.
is
I
my
can't.
favorite.
And we've done this. That's the worst part. Is we did
We're
this.
ramping back up into the 80s this upcoming week.
God,
I'm at 76 right now, so
it's 64 outside right now here. It's gonna drop down to 52 overnight, which is it's gonna be in the 40s when I get up tomorrow.
Nice.
just make the chili right there and there.
48
Do
degrees
it right there.
outside.
Wake up at 3 a.m. and make chili.
Stop the count. But then it'll get up to like fucking 77 like midday.
Yep.
So you know.
Good old Midwest weather for you.
I'll do the like most generic thing where you get like 2 cans of Hormel chili and then you get a box of macaroni noodles and you just mix all that together.
Because that's good. Because it works.
It does work. It doesn't taste like amazing, but you're like, I know what I'm getting out of this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're going in like, this is gonna be a solid 7 out of 10 every time I make it.
It's always the mindset you go into it with.
Like this would be fine. I mean, like it wouldn't be that too difficult to make your own though.
Oh no.
You know what
I could
mean?
add
like,
stuff to it as
like
well.
you could sub out the Hormel for like it's not hard to make chili. Chili's really easy.
No.
Yeah, you could throw some shit in there real quick. Something that I've done every time I've made chili the last few years was it's chili's really heavy. I've started subbing out the ground beef or ground turkey.
Oh,
because I love ground turkey.
Yes, very good.
It's just delicious. But also, and so I was curious. I was like, I wonder how it would do in the chili. Perfect. It makes it feel a little lighter. I can eat so much more of it, which is probably like not what should be happening. But it's like I don't feel fucking disgusting when I eat like 2 bowls of ground turkey chili. It's really nice. Highly recommend.
You feel slightly less disgusting.
I only feel the normal amount of disgusting as opposed to abnormal.
Totally get it.
You know.
I'm only a little bit of a sleazeball tonight.
No, yeah, it's like I only kind of want to kill myself. Like this ain't bad.
Jesus Christ. That escalated so quick.
We haven't been on a podcast together in a while. I missed you, buddy.
It's been a minute. I missed you too, I think. I don't know. You okay, buddy? Goddamn.
Oh man, good times.
Is that it almost looks like a grill behind you. To your other side.
The thing that Jabba's on.
Yeah, it almost looks like a mix between a grill and like an air hockey table.
Here.
Yeah,
This is Jabba. I've got. Let me get some of the trash off of it.
See, sleazeball.
I've been doing the thing. Like, have you seen that? Like TikTok of. It's the audio of Plankton being like, "What? It's just a normal Krabby Patty." Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, somebody is like, it's like, what? It's just one drink, and then the desk transforms, and there's like 12 drinks sitting on top of it.
Or the meme where it's like when you bring in another bottle of water into your room with the other 12.
Oh yeah, and just put it down there. And so that's what's happened over here.
Whenever I think of a meme with a water bottle, I just think of the what in hydration, and it's like a water bottle like tinted over holding a cigar or whatever.
What in hydration?
I think I have that saved on my phone somewhere.
That's so good.
Man.
So this is Jabba's throne from Return of the Jedi. Is what this is. This
the
is
whole
my
thing? Oh damn!
Just this bit here.
Gotcha.
This bit is Jabba's throne. Underneath it is a bookshelf.
Oh, I can see that now. Okay,
bookshelf.
It all blended in.
This is Jabba's throne, though, and it's like I would pick it up to show you. It's fucking solid stone. Like I'm not kidding. This thing, you could kill a man with this thing.
Hefty. That's why it's in your room, right? You never know.
Just in case, I gotta take Jabba off first, and then
this dude came in with a Glock, but he didn't know what I had.
These pillows are also like solid rock. Like I mean, I'm not kidding. Like,
wow.
That's it.
You can send him warning shots with the pillows.
That's it. Somebody comes in while we're recording a podcast. You just
see Jabba come up off the... There's a lot of Star Wars weapons in here. The lightsabers are all solid metal as well.
Is this MTV Cribs? What's going on?
I mean, I've always
wanted to do
show and tell.
Yeah,
always wanted to do that.
Like a setup.
We gotta save that for another one because we're like pretty late into this
one
already.
Next to Jabba, I have my Cane's Post Malone cups. Like it's it's a nice little.
This will be.
I haven't figured out where to put them yet. That's why
The Show and Tell podcast will be coming eventually.
It'll happen someday. We'll make it work.
I have like literally, I'm not exaggerating, like 100 Funko Pops. So I hope we have like 3 hours.
I brought it down to like a handful. Like this is the only one in box that I have, which is Posty. I opened the rest of mine like an animal.
I had all of mine boxed up, but it just took up way too much fucking room, and I have a problem, so I had to take them out.
I've got Spider-Man on my other bookshelf over here. What's fun about the current set that I have now, because I don't stream anymore, is I didn't care about what was behind me, and I didn't think about like the podcast until we started like recording it, to where I was like, oh yeah, it would probably help to still have a backdrop, but also whatever. My wife gets all her cool stuff. Her art's way better than anything I could make anyway.
Yeah.
I was showing up Dragon Ball stuff. I got Broly.
You showed me that before, and I'm jealous every time. It's such it's a nice statue.
A buddy of mine just gave it to me. When his wife moved in. Yeah, no, genuinely, his wife moved in, and she's like, "We got to get rid of some stuff."
And Chris was like, I'll do it.
And so he'd hit me up. He's like, do you want this Broly? He's like, we can't find a good spot for it, which is, I don't mean to like disparage my friend's wife. They kept a lot of his stuff, but like some of it just didn't. He had a lot.
It didn't fit.
He had a lot.
We got to find
now.
Broly.
Now
he
has a normal amount. He had a lot. But yeah, I absolutely swooped in and grabbed Broly and the second sister Inquisitor figure that he had.
You can see Vegeta up there.
So
the quote. If you don't know it, then
I think I have the Funko of that quote too.
There's a Funko quote? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of letters.
it's just a post. Yeah, see, I've got him.
Yeah, you got it. I actually don't have that one. Is that him breaking it?
Yeah. He's crushing it in his hand. That's really cool.
I have one of him in the hyperbolic time chamber, which I really, really like. It's just him like all red. Yeah,
I've seen that one.
Oh yeah.
I love Vegeta. Like he's my favorite DBZ character.
It's so weird because like even Toriyama is like, he's my least favorite character. I'm like, fucking shut up.
I know, I can tell because he plays second fiddle always, forever.
Everyone loves him.
Shit.
Everyone loves him.
Pink polo.
He's
Wait, yeah, man. The Batman shirt.
Oh yeah. But Vegeta's my guy.
Damn, I'm a Vegeta stan all day.
My favorite character is Trunks, but Vegeta is like he's right there. I have a thing for, because like when Trunks is like revealed, like that moment in time where you're just so confused, and then he just slice and dices Mecha Frieza, and you're like, Mecha Frieza lasted 3 seconds. Like, who the fuck is this guy?
I mean, it's an incredible introduction. It's an incredible introduction in that he shows up, immediately turns Super Saiyan. Like, nobody knows who this dude is.
Half a season.
Nobody knows who this kid is. He immediately turns into Super Saiyan. He cuts Frieza in half, like the moment he sees him, and you're like, "Who is this dude? Like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? Like, incredible
so cool
introduction."
He throws the sword and he just catches it in the back, like just tips up his shoulder, and
so kick-ass.
It was like the epitome of like, I'm a nerd. And you're like watching this, I was like, I just finished.
Like, that's it.
It's part of the reason why I got into the Xenoverse games, because Trunks was like the main dude.
Oh hell yeah, Trunks is rad.
They kind of make him annoying.
They finally brought him back up for Super. I actually like him.
Yeah,
he's fine. You know, I didn't mind Future Trunks.
There were certain. Okay, I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna get shit for this.
This last bit of this podcast. Let's do it.
When GT first came out, I thought it was really, really good. Mm-hmm. The reason I thought it was really, really good was because it had my boy Trunks.
Because you were 10,
really cool,
and like we didn't know better.
He's really cool. Goku was a kid again, and I was like, that's fresh. I think that's really, really cool.
Because I was 10 when GT came out, and I was like, this is dope.
This is the one thing I stand by to this day. The villains in GT, really fucking good. The villains in GT are actually like the best part of that entire show. Everything else is like, what the fuck were you writing into a hole like this? But
I'll give you Baby Vegeta.
The villain, Baby's really good. I don't remember like that metal guy was really interesting, but where he made everything around him like metallic and stuff, and
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Also,
Super Saiyan 4 is dope. Like,
it's dope, but it's also weird because Vegeta just skips 3.
Well, I liked that it was like an
Because of Bulma.
extension of the like the giant monkey form, right? Like I thought it was cool
sure.
to kind of like harken back to the
Kind
OG
of
Dragon Ball
embrace
days
it.
a bit.
Yeah, they
It
definitely
got
try
weird.
try
It
to
got
change
weird
up.
though towards the end of the show where they could just instantly hit 4 like no problem whatsoever. Like I was like, maybe it should just be like a once every now and then thing because you got to turn into giant monkey first. But whatever, it's fine. You know,
Like,
whatever.
we can end soon on this. I don't want to talk too much about it, but GT felt like the escalation of like the vibe that like season like 6 had. Like in the middle of the show, like it's like they kind of forgot what happened like the last 3 seasons because the vibe does change.
Well, it
like,
also it got like mega serious though too, which was my favorite.
It's like that. I mean, it was at that time where we got what was it, X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
Then it was the Looney Tunes got like a weird like futuristic dark cartoon.
The thing about that
Like-
though is that like yes, it did coincide with all of those things, and I agree. But
Batman
also
Beyond.
what's funny is that that's just kind of
that's dope.
just kind of a coincidence because it wouldn't have been coming out in the States like at the same time as it was coming out in Japan. Like it had already it was already over by the time it started hitting the States.
That's how
Right.
that stuff happens.
Like,
But it's just funny.
which is wild that it's so similar to like all of these other like darker, grittier things. That was the early 2000s. You know, that was just the vibe of that. That said, and I mean, it's not a hot take or anything. I do prefer Super to GT. I actually think Super's
great.
A really fun
Super's
show, and
awesome.
I enjoyed it a lot.
You give me a well-written tournament arc in any
That's all,
anime.
that's all
like,
it takes.
I'm
That's all it
fucking
takes, man.
in.
I'm there, baby.
in.
Chunin exams, right?
Dude,
the
the
world
dopest shit
tournament. Fucking the UA
festival.
Thank you, the UA festival. Like I'm here for it, man. Give me the dark tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho. Like I'm here for it, bro.
You get things like the Roshi moment where he essentially dies and Goku like basically screams, "No, Dad, don't die," and you cry a little bit, and then you get the Rock Lee. You get the Rock Lee versus Gaara fight, which is like literally top 3. It's top 3 fights in anime, and also makes you feel like why was Rock Lee just never did anything with him? Why did they do that to my boy? That's
literally the last time he's like relevant in Naruto.
I know,
it's
so
fucking sad.
Well, then they had the episode where he's like drunken master.
That's true. The drunken fist Rock
That's a good
Lee
one.
was
That's
really
a good
good.
one.
That's cool.
It was really good.
That's
I'll
just
give you
like-
that.
This crazy master is just like, what is this kid's deal?
This is not related at all, and we need to end. But the culmination of Guy Sensei versus Madara is like
So
literally
sick.
that was my background for the longest time on my PC. Like, and I Madara declare you the strongest, and he just kicks him right in the fucking ribs and breaks his ribs. And it's the dopest thing, and like now his legs shattered into 1,000 pieces, and Guy Sensei is just on the ground, like essentially dead, but somehow not dead. What? He's in a wheelchair.
So good because he's the best.
Because
He was the best. And if you remember one thing from this podcast, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binaries, it's that tournament arcs are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for watching the Share Screens podcast. We'll see you again really, really soon.